In this video, I'm going to show you the setup if you would like to connect your Maonocaster Lite to a mixer and then to an amplifier or receiver, of course connected to a big speakers. Without further ado, let's get started. And now let me show you the things and cords we will need in this setup. Of course, the Maonocaster Lite connected to this mixer, and then we will connect it to the amplifier or receiver. And in this setup, we will be using a condenser microphone. If in case you have to use a dynamic microphone, you can use it as well, but you just have to change your settings from this mixer. And from these cords here, of course, we will use this XLR cable, and we will use these 3 cords on here. So it's pretty much 3.5 mm to RCA. The yellow ones here we will not be using. Those are for video. We will only be using this RCA, the red and white, to 3.5 mm. So this cord will use that. So this one is pretty much the same as this other one, but again, we will not use the yellow one. So 3.5 mm to RCA, we'll use that. And also we will use this one here. So this is RCA to 3.5 mm. So this one has 2 lines, the other 2 has 3 lines. You can use them interchangeably. And this iPad here, this is gonna be our source for music. So most likely this is for karaoke purposes. So this is our source for karaoke song. Let's say we will use songs from YouTube. Okay, and now let's start the connection. So first let's connect this condenser microphone to here. So let's just connect it to the first one. Okay, something like that. And so let's use this one here. Okay, this one we will connect from this Maonocaster Lite to the mixer. So we will connect this one here, the 3.5 mm, to here, to the one that says mic. You can just select which one on here. Let's connect it to the one that says mic 1. And this one, as I mentioned, we will not be using the yellow one. We'll only use the RCA red and white. We will connect this one to here, to the one that says rec out. So simply white to white and red to red. Okay. And now we will connect this next cord from the Maonocaster Lite to this amplifier or receiver. So the 3.5 mm, we will connect it to here, the one that says output, and then the other 2, excluding this yellow one, so only the red and white, to here, to this amplifier or receiver. And now from this receiver, if you have something like this, you have to take note where you're going to connect this 2 red and white cord. So let's say, for example, if you're going to connect it to CD, make sure you turn on the CD at the front of this one, or you select at least the CD, and then if it's phono, you select the phono. If it's tape, you select the tape. So let's just connect it to the one that says CD. So white to white, and then red to red. Okay, so something like that. And by the way, this cords or cables here, these are the ones connected to the speaker behind me. Let me show you. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the amplifier or receiver is connected to a big speakers, and these are the speakers. Okay, and now from here, let's turn on this receiver or amplifier. So as you notice on here, this is set to phono, and as you recall, we connected the RCA, the red and white, to the back of this receiver amplifier to the one that says CD. So we have to make sure this one is set to CD. There you go. So it's now showing CD. And now let's turn on this Maonocaster Lite. Just hold 2 to 3 seconds and it should turn on. There you go. And let's now turn on also this mixer. Okay, so by the way, the background music or our karaoke song, you can connect this one as long as that source is capable of, let's say, Bluetooth. If it has Bluetooth function, then you can connect this one to here without using a wire. Let's say, for example, you do not want to do that, you can use this one here. So this is a 3.5 mm TRRS. This normally comes when you buy this Maonocaster Lite. So what you do is simply connect one end here to the one that says music at the back here. So that one here, music, and then the other end you connect to the headphone port of the source of your karaoke song. But in this setup we will not be using this one. Instead we will connect the background music or the source of that using Bluetooth. So as you can see here, it's blinking, so which means it is not yet connected to a source or to another device. So to do that, it's very simple. Just go to settings on that device and make sure the Bluetooth is turned on, and then just find Maonocaster should be one of the option here, or yeah, so it's right there and it's now connected. So as you notice, it's now solid blue, so which means it's now paired. Okay, let's go out from here and let's go to here. So now let's maybe use this karaoke song. And by the way, the volume of your karaoke song you can control from this device or from here, so the one that says music. So that's your only option in controlling the background music in this setup right now. Okay, and now let's give it a try. Okay, so first of all, we have to take note that you won't hear anything from here, from this receiver or amplifier, if the monitor is at 0. And also, of course, the mic has to be up and this one has to be up. Okay, let me show you. So mic is up, sound check, testing 1 2, so you can hear a little bit because there is a volume already on here. So again, if this is 0, you won't hear anything. Also, even if this is up, and if the monitor is at 0, still you won't hear anything. Sound check, testing 1 2, 1 2 3 4. So same thing. Of course, the volume has to be up for us to hear something. Okay, so now let's turn the volume up from here and let's turn the volume up from here. Sound check, testing 1 2, 1 2 3 4. Sound check, testing 1 2. So as you notice, there is audio coming out behind me from those speakers. So as to my settings on here, so of course for the low, mid, and high, it's up to you, whatever is your preference. You can of course play around with it. I would maybe, the low is more of a bass, so I would set it at maybe 1 o'clock. Mid is maybe at 1 o'clock also. High, this is more of a treble. Maybe I'll set this one at 3 o'clock. And the record volume knob here, it doesn't have to be high. It's up to you. If you're recording, then you have to set this to high. For karaoke purposes, record volume knob doesn't have to be on high. So it could be at 0 if you would like. Okay, so for, of course, karaoke purposes, you can either use the Pro, the Pop, and MC, except the original, because the original, even if your echo here is up, your sound will be flat. Although there's still effects to your voice because you have this mixer, you can control it from here also. But again, for karaoke purposes, it is best if you use the Pro, the MC, or the Pop. So maybe just set it to Pro if you would like, but again, it's you to decide. Okay, so now for the effects, of course, we can turn the echo slider, volume slider here up, something like that. Sound check, testing 1 2, 1 2 3 4. So as you can see on here, my volume here from this receiver or amplifier is only at 9 o'clock. This could get louder if you'd like, so I could not really turn this up really loud because the speaker is behind me and it will for sure feedback. Okay, so let's try this one like that only. And for my settings here on this mixer, it's up to you also to test whatever is your preferred setting. So as you can see on here, my gain is at 9 o'clock, compressor is at about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. And peak is maybe at 1 o'clock, mid is just in the middle, and low is maybe at 1 o'clock, and then effects is maybe I'll set it at 1 o'clock. Because using a mixer, you can add some more effects to your vocals. especially when it comes to singing or karaoke. So let's say, for example, even if we turn that echo down here, so echo is low already here from this Maonocaster Lite. However, this mixer has effects also. So you can control the effects from here, or you can put some echo on here, and at the same time you can control some of your vocals from this mixer. So that is the advantage if you have the mixer plus, of course, this one. So you can add more effects to your vocals. Okay, so let's say we will use this karaoke song on here. So again, to control the volume of your background music or karaoke song is from here or from this Maonocaster Lite, the one that says music. Let's try to play this one. Let's check how loud it is. Okay, so as you notice, you could barely hear it. So let's try turning it up from here. Okay, there you go. And it sounds like it's still not loud enough. So let's turn it up from here. There you go. Okay, so and now if you would like to sing along with it, then of course you can. Let's give it a little sample. Okay, let's maybe forward this one or rewind this one again. Okay, so let's try. Di mo kasing-kasing ibutang sintuhay, ayagod pagsakita ngan ayaw paglinguan, paghiruti bangin sa dughan mo hinmawara. Okay, let's pause it. So again, that is going to be your setup if you would like, let's say you want a karaoke setup, something like this. Now, the other thing that I would like to tell you, let's say, for example, if your source of background music does not have a Bluetooth function or feature, so what you can do is you can also, or even if it has, let's say, a Bluetooth, if you want to use or if you want to connect your source to the mixer, that is also possible. So as you can see, I still have this one cord on here, so RCA to 3.5 mm. So what you do is connect this one to here, to this source, and then connect the other one to the mixer. The one that says, we will connect it to here, to the one that says 7/8. So let's do it. Okay, so again, I am going to connect the 3.5 mm to the headphone port of this source of our karaoke song. And then the RCA, I will connect this to the one that says 7/8. So you're simply white to white and red to red. Okay, and before we do that, maybe let's turn off the Bluetooth on here just to show you that we're not connecting anymore the source of our karaoke song to the Maonocaster Lite using Bluetooth. So let's turn it off. So here, Bluetooth, and let's turn it off.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Okay, Bluetooth disconnected. Okay, so now the volume control of our background music this time is still from this source or whatever it is. It could be an iPad, it could be a laptop or another phone. Again, the volume control is from that source and also from the mixer this time. So the music volume from the Maonocaster Lite doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't affect the music volume here. Okay, so again, since we connected this source, this karaoke song, to the one that says 7/8, then the volume of that background music or whatever we connected is going to be here. So the one that says 7/8. Okay, so let's play this one now. Let's test how loud is our background music. Okay, you won't hear anything because as you can see here, 7/8 is at 0 on its volume. Okay, let's turn it up. Okay, there it is. And let's see also how is the volume here from the source. Okay, it's not even at the max. And we can control the volume from here alone. There you go. So let's give it a little sample also. Now let's forward this one. Okay. Okay, so let's give it a little sample again. Imo kasing-kasing ibutang sintuhan, Tulungan mo, mawala. Okay, there you go. Okay, so again, that's gonna be the setup if you want to connect your source of your karaoke song or background music to the mixer directly and not from this Maonocaster Lite. But again, those are your options. And now let's try the other voice tone here if you want to use them for karaoke purposes. Okay, let's press this one, the one that says effects. Pop. Okay, pop. So this is the pop sound check, testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, if you want to turn the echo up here some more, then your sound should be like that. And still you can add some more effects to your vocals from this mixer. So let's say the effects here, let's turn it up. Sound check, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, there are a lot more to do or control if you have a mixer. Okay, so sound check, testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So this is now your setup if you connect your Maonocaster Lite to the mixer and then to this amplifier. Okay, let's give it a little more sample. Animo mga saan isa nung dagatan di kita magbubulag saan nga walay lain magpapabilin walay magtatagiya inin akon kasing-kasing. Okay, there you go. And yeah, so that is pretty much the setup. Okay, maybe let's turn off first the effects on here. There you go. So the audio now is flat because as you notice, echo here is at 0 and our effects from this mixer is at 0 also. So there is no more effect. And there you go. That's all I can share for today. Thanks again guys for watching. If you like this type of video, please give it a like. And if you want more of this type of videos, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you are always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe and until next time.